Let's do this. Time to feed the viewers. Yeah, you say you was gonna come back tomorrow. Well, tomorrow is here. Anyway, hello viewers. Another beautiful day. Hope your five senses work. Health and strength is good or excellent. What? Listen to this. VKD3D 1.5 release with better tessellation shader support. Says VKD3D is out today as the newest version of its upstream Wine project for implementing the Microsoft Direct3D 12 API on top of Vulkan API for better Windows gaming on Linux and other D3D 12 workloads on Linux or Mac OS. When paired with Molten VK, VKD3D 1.5 brings more complete support for tessellation shaders within HLSL compiler, improve functions, overload and resolution, and various bug fixes. It's another step forward for upstream VKD3D. Most Linux gamers, though, are relying on VKD3D Proton as the Valve/Code Weaver downstream of VKD3D, with further improvements to benefit Steam Play Proton Gaming. This is much more complete support for tessellation shaders in the HLSL compiler, improved function overload resolution in the HLSL compiler, miscellaneous bug fixes. Says the next Wine bi-weekly development release, Wine 10.2, in turn should be shipped with VKD3D 1.5. More detail on VKD3D 1.15 via Wine HQ. Yeah, you guys are just getting updates. You're like, yeah, Chris, you're supposed to come back tomorrow. Well, tomorrow is today. And based on this little update, they did a lot of work here. So from Wine, and there are a lot of developers that worked on this. You know, from Nokale to who worked on this? Who was this? What's this? Henry. Henry worked on this. Giovanni worked on this. Faye Fan worked on this. Connor and Anna. Yeah, they put a lot of work into this. So yeah, another update to the Wine. Up to Wine for running games on Linux. So that should hold you for now until the next update. Yeah, got you guys covered, man. So they did a lot of what else? Yeah, they did this. They did a lot of like bug fixes and improving functions and overload resolution with the HLSL compiler, and much more support for tessellation and shaders. So yeah, these developers on Linux, they put a lot of work, man. So that should make this should make your gaming experience on Linux, whether you're using the Steam Deck, Orange Pi, what's that? Steam Deck, Orange Pi, laptop, desktop. Yeah, you guys are good. So yeah, let's give you this little update. Hope this update help you for now until the next go around. Now, let me see if I can increase the fonts here. Go about 150. See what they talking about here. See, they what did they do here? They did VKD3D Q signal on CPU, allow for Direct 12 3D fence to be signal when all proceedings work on Direct 3D 12. Command Q has been submitted to the corresponding Vulkan queue. Then it says new for HLSL source types, input patch. They did an output patch tessellation shader. This has been main feature required by most tessellation shaders. That was still missing, and the tessellation shader should be considered generally unstable. Then the unrolling of loops containing conditional jumps, improved functional overload resolution. Previously, the compiler was unable to decide between multiple function overload with the same numbers of parameters. Parser is able to continue parsing in a larger number of error cases, and it says this allows more issues in the input to be reported during single compilation input. The following intrinsic functions are supported, and they got and then they have a separate resource for samplers, cast on the left hand side, reassociation and redistribution of content in binary expressions to facilitate constant findings. Yeah, they put a lot of work into this, man. They did. It says a number of instructions have been implemented in the MSL target, although more and more shaders are starting to work. Support is still fairly limited. For example, shaders resource view and unordered access view are still entirely unsupported. Shader code general for fixes and functions like the existing shader code generation for other fixes and function features. This mainly relevant executing shaders model 1, 2, 3 source in modern targets and environments like Vulkan. Yeah, they put a lot of work into this, man. So you can see they lot of work, man. And yeah, for all these developers, very good for them, man. So you know, it's benefiting us gamers, man. When these developers put work into Wine or Proton or Vulkan, you know, Steam OS, all of that benefits all of us, man. We got 6 comments. Let's see what they talking about here on the comments. Who are the debaters and the politicians? Let's see what they got. Who they got? Let's see here. Jumbotron said this: any news on how crossover 25 is progressing? We'll see it by the end of this month, as some new release have shown up in February after a major release of Wine, or will be delayed until late spring for more thorough backing of Wine 10.x ? Who else is this? Let's see. And then KGL said this. He says shame. It's a shame performance still haven't caught up with the 6.9 level before DRM and clear page tracking were introduced. Then he has a link. And then who was this? Breyer said this: no, VKD3D has nothing to do with VKD3D Proton. Completely different projects nowadays. See, you learn a lot. And then who was this? KGL said, oh, you're right. My mind filled. He said my mind filled the gaps when I saw VKD and 15 as VKD3D, Proton as 2.5 release in the works. And then Chocolate said this: do you have some ballpark numbers to share here, or which scenario they affect the most? Let us quickly judge if it affects us. Cheers. And then who is this? Who is this? And then Gel said this: the performance progression is mainly lag spikes plus occasional micro stuttering from frame latency spikes. The best games to reproduce this is Cyberpunk 2077 by driving around, and then it says, or via the bulletin benchmark tool, which stutters at exact same spot. It says, haven't checked if these changes affect the actual FPS or output latency, or at least long-standing frame corruption issues is fixed. Yeah, these developers, man, they work, man. So I'm sure they read the comments too. So they will be addressing whatever issues going forward. So this was just to let you know where they are in the in the timeline as far as like wine goes, and VKD3D and Proton and all the work that they're doing. So still pretty good that they're that they're that they're working working hard to get things better. So give kudos to them. So the next update I'll let you guys. I will definitely go over it. So yeah, but this was a good move on their part, man. Some of the commenters, they have questions. So read some of the readers, they have questions. So they'll be following this up with the next update. So I'll keep you guys in the loop. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Nice talking to you people again. Chris, still Star Wars Search Thing, or Dark Side. Go. Peace.